What's up, everybody? PJ Braun here, president of Blackstone Labs. And it's the end of the day. We are filming with Kalei Wilson and Jen Strobo, of course. And I wanted to put this video out because I just wanted to show you guys what can happen if you set your mind right and work hard for something. So Kalei reached out to me in January after speaking to Joe Reiser, my videographer, about joining Blackstone Labs. And so I told her what my tier 3 requirements are. And I said, look, if you want to make it to be the sponsored athletes, it's a lot more than just doing your standard Legion posts. So I want at least 20 stories a month. I want at least 10 wall posts a month. You bust your ass, post like crazy, get my attention, and you have a very good look. I will get behind you, but you got to work for it. So she started posting more and more and more and tagging me, which I encourage you guys all to do because I do see all the tags. Whether I have the time to respond to all of them or not, I do see them all. And I thought to myself, this girl is doing great and she is progressing a lot, but not at the rate that I would like her to. So when I reached out, I said, I don't know anything about what your coaches are doing and whatnot. And I don't know if you're exactly doing 100% what your coaches are doing. It wasn't even about that. I said I'd like to take a look at it really quick. I looked at it and I thought there were some things that I would like to change. Now at this point, I was really watching her closely because she is competing in the wellness division and we are really behind wellness. In fact, we are the title sponsor for the Pittsburgh Pro Wellness division specifically. And we're going to be out there with Frida Paulson competing in the wellness for the pros. Of course, this is the first ever qualifying show for the Olympia. We're super excited about it. So I had told her, if you're going to get on stage in wellness, it makes sense to bust your ass and try to get ready for this show. However, you have a limited amount of time. I don't have time to coach you anymore. I am just too busy. I can't coach anyone really. I have a few people that are still left. However, I am pushing all of my women specifically over to Jen Strobo. Whenever guys ask me, I've been sending them to Billy Gagliardo. I don't feel comfortable pushing people onto coaches that I don't know. There's plenty of good coaches out there. There is a lot of bad coaches out there. So to kind of get through all of the guesswork, I set her up with Jen. And they're now, they started working together a couple weeks ago, so they basically had a month to get ready for the Pittsburgh Pro, and I did not want them to miss this show. So realistically, Jen and I have spoke to you and said, you're going to have to do a lot of crazy things to get ready for this. You're going to have to freaking do a lot of cardio, bust your ass, but we don't want to miss the opportunity. So I wanted to, first of all, just put this video out saying, this is a true feel-good story because I am paying for her to do the Pittsburgh Pro. I am paying for her Sue. I'm going to be out there cheering for her and being a part of it. And Jen is now coaching her very closely. So for starters, I wanted to let you say as much or as little as you want about how it's been so far. And then I wanted Jen to talk about what she's doing because it's really hard to take somebody with only like 30 days and get them ready for a show. So it's like, they're talking every day. It's like do or die type stuff. So turn the floor over to you. Don't worry about being embarrassed or having to say too much or too little. We kind of threw a lot at her today. And she's a very good kid. I like her a lot. I believe in her. And like I said, we love this division and she is going to be a great representative of this division. So that's enough out of me.
So I would just say that, like, I keep saying this, I didn't think that it was going to get this far whenever I talked to PJ about, like, starting being in the Legion, but, like, working towards, like, sponsorship. Like, I didn't even know that that was possible for me. So the fact that he, like, took a chance on me and was like, hey, prove yourself, and then you'll get all these benefits, and, like, I will follow through. And literally 2 weeks later, he sent me a package with all of the supplements, all of the protein, all of the, like, everything you can imagine. And I was like, what? Like, whoa. And then it went on from there. Like, it never stopped. Like,
but I told her, though, I was like, this is the start. You don't get everything right away. You don't get, I didn't even tell her anything about the suits. And then one day I was like, who's doing your suits?
Yeah.
I made sure she understood that you weren't going to get everything handed on a silver platter and that I wanted her to be consistent. So now, part of the reason why I sped it up at the end is it wouldn't be fair to me as a sponsor to just keep doing things last minute. So we had to kind of speed things up a little bit. But I believed in her enough, and I could tell she wasn't going to break what she was doing and the gratitude she was showing, that it made more sense to me. Some people, I'm going to just throw this one out there because you guys will laugh, and I hope she sees it. Some people, it takes a long time to get my attention. It took the ab chick like 3 years. Truly. But once I started coaching her, we did 13 shows in 12 months. So once you get me, if you don't give up and you get me, I'm going to do a lot with you. And I had to interject there because I just want to make sure people know, like, you can get all of these great things, you just gotta work.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like exactly what, like, I meant. Like, I didn't realize that any of this was gonna get this far. And so the fact that it was like a dream and now like today was like the day of like, oh, it's coming true, like, and I'm here in the flesh with them. Like, it's different talking to them, but being with them is a whole different animal. Like, it just all feels so real now. But
how was the workout with Jen today? Was it hard?
it was awesome. I had a lot of endorphins though, because I was just so happy. So, yeah, no, it hurt, but it was great.
Do you have you been training that hard on your own?
Her workout plan lets you kind of know, like, you have to be, like, pushing yourself either to failure or on your drop sets. You can't take too much time in between.
Good.
You gotta push through your heels, she says a lot. And so...
That's for the booty.
She definitely lets me know that, like, I need to be accountable even though she's not watching, so...
So, Jen, what do you guys have going on? I mean, it's been 2 weeks. Like I said, you had limited amount of time, so tell us a little bit about the process.
Yeah, we do have limited amount of time. I got kind of a little template of what she had been doing prior to coming to me, so I had to modify all of that all at once, and there was a lot of things that she just didn't know, and so I started working with her on that. It all started with just a posing session for her.
Yeah.
Because he just wanted to help her get her posing better. And then it came on to, you got 4 weeks, or less than 30 days, let's see what we can do. And so I had to increase her cardio a lot. I had to change up food and carb cycle and remove carbs and remove fats and just change up supplements that she was on, because I want to make her the best she can be so she has a great experience on that stage, because it's a representation of myself, of Blackstone Labs, of everything, and she knows that, and it's like we're putting that on her.
Yeah.
And
no pressure.
She's definitely putting in the work for it. She has a crazy work schedule, and she's getting in their cardio in the morning, and she's eating, the limited meals that she's got right now, which sometimes I'm like, I feel so terrible, but she's willing to do it, and it's not my traditional way of bringing someone into a show, but I want her to experience the show to the utmost for her, because the Pittsburgh is just an awesome show. I know I competed there several times, and it's a show that you want to go in and be your best or as close as you can be to it.
Plus, we've said this a bunch of times, but this is such a big deal for everyone, but specifically for wellness, because this is the first one that you can qualify for the Olympia. And if it sounds like I keep on saying that and make it a big deal, it is. Anytime where it's the first of something that's going to wind up being huge, everyone's going to remember that first show where, like, the first person qualified for the Olympia in wellness was blank. Yeah. And you're going to get to see all those girls compete. Plus, you're going to get to be there with me, Joe. You're going to get to watch Frida the day before. It's going to be a really overwhelmingly cool experience. And so what we're doing, guys, is we're just documenting all of it. And when this is all done, so you guys will see this video first, but when this is all done, we're going to show you guys just a little story of how it started versus where it is in the end. And I'll do a little interview with her out there at the end, whether she's first or last. Really hope that she's not last. I don't think she will be. We'll get her feedback on it, and then she'll go into her whole reversed and know what she has to do to get ready for later in the year.
Yeah, because I feel like the Pittsburgh is truly the beginning of the potential for someone with her shape that we've already, started even changing up a little bit. But it's really just truly the beginning for her.
Yeah. So we're very excited. Do you have any, you don't have to say anything, but do you have any final words for the people that are watching this video?
I just hope that everybody enjoys seeing the final result and then further on from there. Like,
Is it make you nervous or like stressed out to have like the camera thrown in your face like this here the whole time?
I like it a little bit, but then I also feel like I have to watch if my mouth is hanging open.
Ha! You would hang out with me a little bit.
Extra conscious.
You just learn to apologize for your bad words like I do. We don't mind foul language down here at Blackstone Labs. But you did awesome for a lot of times people get really overwhelmed having a camera in their face, especially if you're not used to it, and you acted very natural and you trained really hard, which is what we want to see. I think that everybody else back home is going to appreciate watching it. And of course, I really appreciate Jen doing everything that she's doing with you. I kind of threw it on her, but opportunities like this, they just don't happen that often. You got to seize the moment, guys, because this is one of my little silly sayings. Opportunity really doesn't knock. Everybody goes by the old saying like, "Oh, opportunity knocks." It doesn't. You got to go out and you got to knock the shit out of opportunity and make it happen. So I'm trying to make this opportunity happen with the show. You're trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Jen's trying to make it happen, and it's going to be a beautiful synergy in the end. And then we'll see what happens afterwards for the rest of the year. But that's enough, I think, of all of us rambling and having this good little feel-good story. I think you guys are going to appreciate it. For Jen, for Kalei, I'm PJ Braun, president of Blackstone Labs. Peace out, bye. We end everything this way, by the way. So you can start getting used to me doing this, and then you can time it out. Some people time it out and they do the peace out bye with me. Peace out bye.